As we continue to cover the 2014 Tri-City ValleyCats, we're going to try to talk a little ValleyCats baseball every Friday here on 1045theteam.com. Last week we brought on ValleyCats broadcaster Sam Siegel, and today it's Assistant General Manager Matt Callahan's turn on the hot seat. Matt, thanks for being with us today.
No problem. How's it going, Brady?
It's going well. The Cats off to an 8-6 start, dropped a tough one last night in Lowell. Matt, one thing I want to ask you, Assistant General Manager. When we think of the term General Manager, we think a lot of Billy Beane, Theo Epstein, Brian Cashman, guys who are doling out big contracts, making a lot of player moves. Not so much the same in the minor leagues because all that comes from the Astros in your case. So kind of take us through the job description of what a General Manager, Assistant GM is like in the minors.
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely the conception that it's player development and making those moves, and really that to your point is handled by our affiliate in Houston. Our role as a management team for the ValleyCats is really to run the operation at the ballpark at Joe Bruno Stadium, making sure that the experience there is top notch and family friendly, and is something that keeps people coming back over and over again. The other piece of the job for Rick Murphy and myself is really working with Houston to be a facilitator and to make sure that the players and the coaching staff and the on-field personnel have everything that they need from a housing standpoint, clubhouse, and making sure that they have an experience and a good atmosphere to develop and continue to grow as professional athletes.
Now, the player's job description says short season A-ball. 76 games, 38 of which are played at Joe Bruno. So they show up the last week of May, the first week of June after the MLB draft, and they're out of there in September. Not the same for you and your full-time staff. The season will end in September. Last year was late because you guys won the New York Penn League Championship. But when the season ends in September, what's kind of the timeline to get ready for the next season?
Yeah, we start pretty quickly, and we hope the season goes late every year because that means the team on the field is playing well, and obviously playoffs and championships are something that adds to the excitement. But for us, usually we'll take about a week off when the season wraps up, and at the end of September, early October, to regroup, recharge a little bit, and then from there we'll start working towards 2015. We'll start by recapping and taking a very critical look at all the promotions and giveaways in different departments that we work with at the stadium, from food and beverage to on-field entertainment to some of our group areas and things like that. And we'll try to come up with some strategies to augment or improve those parts of the operation. We usually have our schedule finalized at some point in October. And from there, really we start working towards nailing down what dates we're doing fireworks, what dates are we doing for bobblehead giveaways and things of that nature, and start plugging in the different promotions that make up the entertainment on a nightly basis. And, as we get a little closer to the end of the calendar year, a lot of us will go to the winter meetings, baseball winter meetings this year coming up in San Diego. So we'll go down there and we'll meet with the Astros and talk about that relationship and things that we want to improve or that they would like to see us work on or change or things of that nature from a player development side. And then as we get into January, really it starts to pick up in terms of planning with our corporate partners and some of our sponsors and larger groups and trying to work with them to put things in place for the upcoming season.
Certainly not just a short season for the ValleyCats front office staff. The 13th year for the ValleyCats. They've been around since 2002. Seems like it was just yesterday that the Joe opened up. How do you keep it fresh for the fans? Every time I'm there, there's something new. Yeah,
that's a great point. And it really hats off to our stadium operations manager, Keith Sweeney, and his department. I think one of the keys is just striving to keep the facility clean and making sure that on a daily, nightly basis that it is as clean as it possibly can be. I think that allows it to age gracefully, so to speak. Other than that, we're always looking at new ways to improve the experience, and that starts with the facility, whether it's looking at some new food and beverage kiosks or, we obviously put in a new video board this year, which was a huge upgrade and really something that stands out as soon as you enter the ballpark. So we try to do one or two or three or as many as we can projects leading into each year to try to keep the ballpark looking fresh and give the fans something new to look forward to.
We're at a rare point in the schedule. Usually the way the minor leagues work, especially the New York Penn League, it is short season. The travel is restricted. You're not going great distances. So whereas in the major leagues, you have 12-game homestands followed by 9-game road trips. Usually in the minors, it's 5 on, 3 off, 2 on, 4 away. We're in the midst of an 8-game road trip now for you guys with the ValleyCats. Must be a nice relief for you.
It is. It's a little strange to be honest with you. I can't recall a break this long and with the team on the road in the years that I've been here. So it's a little strange, and it's definitely an opportunity for our staff to catch our breath. But I think at the same time we're looking ahead to the next homestand, July 4th. We open up a 5-game stand and trying to make sure that we're making some adjustments as the season goes on and doing everything we can to improve the in-game and the in-stadium experience as we get closer.
July 4th, certainly one of your biggest weekends of the year, if not the biggest. Are there tickets still available for July 4th weekend, and what's going on promotion-wise at the stadium?
Yeah, absolutely. The July 4th is always one of our biggest games, and really that entire homestand just has an electric feel to it. I think the Americana of baseball, fireworks, 4th of July is just something special, and fireworks display on July 4th is phenomenal. We do have some limited tickets available for the 4th. July 5th, we come back and we have some fireworks that date as well. We're doing our first ever glow in the park night. So we're going to be handing out glow sticks and have some fun promotions planned around that. That's also GE Kids in Free. So GE was kind enough to sponsor kids being able to get free admission with an adult to that game, so we expect a big crowd there. We'll be wearing patriotic-themed jerseys, red, white, and blue, stars and stripes, on the field throughout the weekend, and we'll actually be auctioning those off on Sunday, which should be a great game as well. I know we do still have some tickets available for Sunday, which is our family day with kids run the bases after the game, pregame catch, and a whole host of events going on at the ballpark for the family. So we're looking forward to a great homestand, and no better way to spend 4th of July than at the ballpark.
Matt Callahan, Assistant General Manager of the Tri-City ValleyCats, joining us this morning on 1045theteam.com. Matt, a sellout crowd at Joe Bruno Stadium is 4,500 fans. You guys are always hovering right around that number, and traditionally minor league sports don't draw to capacity almost on a nightly basis, but you guys are able to do that. The ValleyCats have 2 New York Penn League championships, but they haven't won it every year. So how much of your success as an organization is tied to the on-field success of the team?
That's a good question, Brady. I think people love to see a team playing well on the field, and that adds to the excitement. But I think that's a piece of the puzzle for us. Really, we're striving to create an experience that's entertaining, that's family friendly, and affordable for people, regardless of what the team on the field is doing. We want baseball fans to come out and see top-notch prospects on their way up, but we also want the casual fan to enjoy a summer night out and have fun watching some of the games and the mascots on the field, taking part in the nightly promotions and themes. So I think it's a combination, and just our staff trying to create that experience that appeals to everybody. And if the team's winning on the field, that adds to the excitement, and really, in my opinion, is kind of the icing on the cake.
All right, Matt Callahan, Assistant General Manager of the Tri-City ValleyCats. The Cats return home to the Joe on July 4th. Again, limited tickets available for the 4th and for that weekend, Independence Weekend. Matt, thanks for being with us today.
No problem. Thank you, Brady.